I feel like you got enough like and subscribe for me. Yo, it's J-Rock. Text with my ex, the podcast. Like and subscribe to the page. We can't do this again. It's gonna look fucking weird. All of us like turning like this. Like, don't say please at the end.
I want you to sit over here. I want y'all to film like and subscribe real quick.
Welcome. Text with my ex, the nosiest podcast on Mark Zuckerberg's internet. This is the show where we dive deep into other folks' business. You know, I keep my co-host with me. On my right, we got Drea. What up, Drea?
Hello, this is day 86 in my abstinence journey.
Okay, that's what's up. To my left, we got Nita.
Hey guys, I'm Nita, never the problem.
No, your ass be the problem sometimes.
Show the problem.
But welcome to Text with my ex. We want to make sure you like and subscribe to pod. Click down underneath. Also, check out our sister pod, The Balance Pod, on our network. Listen, what's up, y'all?
What's up, J-Rock?
What's going on, Jay?
Not much, man. You know, we back another week. We popped some shit off last week. I think we had a good turnout. What y'all think?
It was very, very nice. Very good.
That's good, yeah. My phone was going off. Y'all turned me into...
did we turn you into, or did we expose you? I think we exposed you
Y'all
for who you
villain.
really are.
Y'all exposed me as a villain, but it's cool, you know.
A little misunderstood. I wouldn't say a villain.
I would.
I ain't mad at that. I am J-Rock, man. It's the devil on your shoulder, you know. But people was hitting me up. They was hitting me up. They said that I was against women. I'm like, who, me? Y'all know
that's taking it a little far.
You would definitely turn that episode into a woman's empowerment.
It definitely, definitely was.
Everybody was like, I know that's right.
Whatever, you know, it's over. If y'all don't like me, fuck y'all.
Period.
That's just what it is.
But listen, I wanted to talk about something real quick to get y'all opinions on, because, you know, I can't speak to this. I can't speak to it.
Oh, goodness.
So I'm hoping my lovely ladies here can talk about it.
Okay.
How y'all feel about these niggas begging in 2023?
In 2023 or for eternity?
For eternity? They been begging?
They did not start in 2023, that's for sure. No, we did not start.
But we in 2023 now, and I heard it's going to the next level. So what's up with that? I mean, tell me, like, in what ways are they begging? What they begging for, Nita?
They beg for everything. Time, dates, sex. Shit, some niggas beg for money, so I don't...
Hold on, nah. If I gotta beg for time, it's a problem. Like, listen.
But if someone's not interested, some guys don't take the hint.
Guys cannot take the hint.
Yeah.
Guys do not know when a woman is not interested and don't like them.
So what's your go-to? Like, what are you telling him to let him know you're not interested?
Sometimes
I'm not interested.
I'm like, sometimes it's very direct and they do not care. Like,
I mean, direct, like, okay, let's throw some scenarios out here.
okay.
Boom. I got my phone. I'm scrolling through Instagram. Damn, who's that? Nita Beta? She's straight as hell. Let me slide in that DM. Hey, how you doing, sweetheart? I think you're very beautiful. You think you have some time for a guy like me sometime? Sin.
Thank you.
That's it?
That's it.
So
if I'm not interested, I'm not going to... Thank you for the compliment and bye.
But how is that telling him that you're not interested, though?
Because I ignored the whole question.
No, you said thank you.
Thank you for the compliment.
Thank you
but
for the compliment.
not interested in the date.
Okay, you say thank you for thank you for the compliment. Yeah. Oh, you know, I just felt like it was something you needed to know. So here's what I'm asking, though. You know,
First of all, guys not doing all this, Jason. They're not doing all. They're not doing all.
No,
this.
some do, but still, like, once you get ignored or someone is not addressing what you're saying, let it go.
Okay.
I saw it. It's not like you said it and I missed it. I saw that shit. It's still there when you decided to say something else.
So what you say, Drea?
I'm not entertaining any of it because, listen, I am in my boring era. I am not having sex. I'm not really drinking. I'm only going to church. I have nothing to give. So I'm not even responding. I'm not even saying thank you to the compliment. I have nothing to offer. Nothing.
I mean, I try to be polite. So I'm definitely going to say thank you. But outside of that, I have nothing to give. I'm not 100 days abstinent. But
You say you've been popping that motherfucker.
No, I haven't. But still, like, I'm not, like, I'm abstaining, but I'm not. It's not a closed chapter. It's just that
right.
I'm just not interested.
You just not having sex right now. You ain't choosing not to. You just ain't found a suitor.
So it started off like that. But then I fast and I kept it going with my sister. So
yeah, see, mine started before the fast. I literally just woke up one day and realized I don't want to entertain any of these men, and I blocked every man in my phone that was interested in me. I just blocked them all, and I've just been living since then. Like, I don't want to do it.
I wasn't that extreme. I just didn't have sex, and I was just like, whatever. And
okay,
so
let's move on to another type of begging. Okay, so you actually do like the dude who, you know, y'all done went on more 2 dates, you know, boom. You like him, y'all kicking it, y'all vibing. He hit you with, damn, man, my phone about to get cut off. I just need like $80.
Nice talking to you, brother.
You better hit up J-Rock.
J-Rock, I got nothing for you.
You better hit your homeboy.
Cannot do it.
That's very unfortunate.
That actually happened to me. That happened to me way, way, way back in the day. And that was the last time I ever talked to that man. I never talked to him again.
Just because he needed a little help?
Phone bill?
That was it. The phone bill?
You have your phone bill money?
That should be one of the cheapest bills you have. And you can't.
Bill you have.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going on in this man's life. I'm just saying, like,
I don't know what's going on in his life either, and I really don't care.
I don't
and
know
I cannot help. So we get somebody else to do it.
You need to focus on something else if you cannot pay your cell phone bill.
So at what point can he ask you for a little help?
When we're married.
I'm like, ugh.
When we have the same
when
last
this partnership
name.
is a contract. When I'm obligated to help you, it's like, no, I don't feel like that. But yeah, no. Certain things are a turn off. Like, you're asking for help, like...
Right. I
don't feel vulnerable around you. I don't feel safe around you because why do you need $60 for a phone bill?
60?
Is this a test?
60?
If it's a test, I'm going to fail. So don't test me.
Like, please don't... Yeah, I feel like that.
I need to get with you after
me.
this because my phone bill is $110 a month, so...
Definitely don't ask me for that.
I was going to say, my phone bill is really like $50, but... Family plan Verizon.
Who in the family? No, we ain't going to answer that.
Please don't.
I don't know, man. I just feel like, come on, y'all. Like, you gotta, like 6 months in, y'all in a relationship, y'all kicking it, you liking them.
Down, so your phone shouldn't even be that high.
We ain't even talking about just a phone bill though. Okay. Just brother needs some help.
In a committed relationship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all together.
Don't need my help. Ever.
Everything ain't ever perfect.
Don't need my help.
Ever.
Yeah,
I mean, if we're married and circumstances, happen, but if we're just dating, don't need my help.
It's really hard. Like,
not with money, at least.
Yeah.
So what can he need help with?
I mean, so, like if you're an entrepreneur and like you got a lot on your plate, I need some help with this. I'll help you with things like that, but don't ask me for money.
You can get an assistant, but not assistant with money.
I mean, okay, so what if he didn't ask? What if you just noticed? Like, he ain't even pondering on it. You just noticed that, he's struggling.
That you calling his phone off at the same time every month.
Like, I don't know, like, it's certain things that I feel like a man should be able to, like, take care of stuff. So, like, if it's something like, if I'm over your house and I see, like, oh, them sheets raggedy, or you need some groceries, or if it's certain things that I prefer, then those are things that I wouldn't mind doing. But, like, a bill, like, your bill should be handled. Okay. Especially a little bill like that.
The phone bill, of course.
Like,
come on now.
Like, ain't that shit with your internet? Your Wi-Fi cut off too?
Shit, I mean, brother can't watch no porn at night.
Don't need me for that, please.
So what about, answer me this then, Nita. So how far in are you willing to pay for a date?
I would pay for a date, especially if it's something that I suggested. Like, I don't mind paying for a date.
Yo, goddamn high five, motherfucker. I ain't even about that. Drea?
I feel like she would too.
First of all, chill on me.
She's love a girl.
I am really a lover girl. I feel like if I ask, like, hey, let's go here, if I initiate the date and I ask, I'm fully prepared to pay for it.
Okay, so how far along are we in before you?
I mean, I don't have a problem paying for a date. The first, second date. Like, if I like you and I'm like, hey, let's go here, regardless of where it is. Hey, I like you. Let's go to Jamaica.
I was about to say, she was like,
y'all know me.
Go to Costa Rica real
quick. Y'all know me. I don't want to go to Roof Chris. I want to go to Jamaica. If I ask you to go, I'm fully prepared to pay for it, regardless of where or what it is.
Even though a lot of times guys do step in, but still, like, like, I got it, baby. I'll be a little trick mama tonight.
Listen,
I definitely feel that.
I got it, baby. Where you want to go?
My general rule of thumb is, like, whoever asks should be like taking on the financial responsibility. Like, we might get there.
I agree and disagree.
Yeah. But,
like, I'm willing to, but I still want you to do it.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to say. Like, we might get there and I expect you. I want to see if you was willing to pay and I might pay anyway. Now, I do agree that, like, a woman should never pay for the first or second date. Like, that should be on me.
Yeah. Because you're courting. Like, you know, you're trying to...
Well, it depends, because again,
pull me in.
My first date can be out of the country, so I mean, it just depends.
I mean, what you doing next weekend?
No.
Just know a trip with me is no sex involved. You still want to go?
Yeah, shit. Fuck,
You're lying, Jason, but okay.
I can have sex with a local.
On my dime? The audacity.
You pay for me to sex somebody else.
I mean, you gonna take a nap during the... Right.
I'm for sure gonna take a nap.
Right.
Yeah.
And while you taking a nap, I'm in them naps.
I don't like how you play me. I tried to give you some pound.
Oh, my bad.
Nah,
Never. No, don't do me like
my
that.
feelings are on.
All right, I'll catch you on it later.
Anyway.
We ain't live.
Oh, okay. Edit that.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all know what it is. This is the Text with My Ex pod. You know, we gonna bring a guest in each week. And we're going to ask the guests, you know, what's going on. We're going to dive deep into a failed relationship, try to figure out what happened, what did the guests learn from it, and how we can move forward. So this week,
drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. Coming to the stage in the hot seat.
Heard it, didn't it?
We got Sharnee. Clap it over Sharnee, y'all.
Welcome.
Wait till you get the mic to say.
What up? What's going on?
Hey, girl. Hey.
How you doing, Sharnee?
I'm great.
So introduce yourself to us.
I mean, you said I'm Sharnee. I'm a young black professional. I'm trying to get it.
Trying to get it. Okay, then. We definitely can appreciate that everybody's here trying to get something going on. Sharnee, we're going to do a little something special for you. We're going to ask you a question. We're going to pull from this deck. And we're going to bring a question out.
Get in your business. Starting now.
Sharnee, the question is, have you ever had breakup sex?
Of course.
Of course.
She didn't have to think about that.
About that. Like, yeah.
So what does breakup sex mean to you? Like, what is breakup sex for?
Breakup sex is more like we gon' part our ways, but of course, if you in a relationship with somebody, that should be the only person that you was only having sex with at that time. Right. So a lot of times people do kind of double back, but in that double back, it just might be, all right, this is what it is, and that's the end.
So really, what you're saying is,
it's like one of those things where you go over.
It's like the grand finale.
Yeah, the grand finale. You know, the closure.
Yeah,
like
we know about that closure.
So how long do you think you need closure?
I mean, I don't even think it's necessarily like a time frame for it. It's just more so.
So what's the longest you double back?
Like after the break.
Let's see. I would say probably about a whole year.
Woo, damn, that wasn't
that was another relationship.
Exactly. That was the relationship part 2.
That was an extension.
It was just sex though. It was a relationship, but then it just turned out just being just sex because I didn't want to go the route of like dealing with somebody else.
I was gonna say that I really feel like women do that because y'all don't want to add a new body yet.
Yeah.
I don't do breakup sex. Once I'm off you, I'm off you. You do not have access to me no more.
It could be either or. I've been both ways. So
my pride
what you mean
won't
both ways? So it's been
I've completely cut somebody off, go missing, ghost, you don't know me, I don't know you, but I've also dealt with somebody just on a sexual level.
But is it just sex though? Is it just sex?
Well, it depends because if you know that person can do the job and get it done, then you are more inclined to.
This is what I don't understand. Sex. So when y'all double back and you having sex with an ex, what do you do with the feelings? What do you do with the feelings that you have?
Some people can have sex without having feelings, and some people can. They know exactly what it is. Like if you know what you want out this person, and y'all being clear and direct, there's no reason to have feelings.
I feel like the feelings can be there, but like with me, I don't really care about all that shit. Like,
and this is needed. Never the problem.
She's getting her rocks off.
Okay.
I'm just here for a good
time, not a long time.
Baby. Okay, that is my saying.
All right, Sharnee. So, we're going to get to the nitty gritty because we all know why we're here. We about to dive deep into your business. How you feel about that?
only can dive as deep as I allow. So it's cool.
You're not willing to be transparent with us?
I'm gonna be transparent.
Okay.
Okay,
but
so
I want y'all to be transparent with me too.
Oh yeah. So the Text with My Ex podcast, we want to know what happened in a specific relationship. Tell us a little bit. Well, first tell us, where did you guys meet?
He was my neighbor.
No. We was on the same page.
Definitely red flag on the play. Yeah.
So what year was this? Like what year did the relationship start?
This was in 2015.
2015. Okay.
Yeah.
So you was grown. Yeah. Ooh. So what happened? Like, he saw you came in the groceries. He was like, "Damn, baby, let me get them."
I was actually coming in from work one day, and I had my badge on, and so he was like, he looked at, I guess he kind of glimpsed at my badge, and he was like, "You work at such and such?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, one of my friends worked there." So I was like, "Oh yeah, it's a lot of us. I probably don't know their name." And I just kept walking. So then it was like a Saturday. That was like during the week. Then it was like that Saturday, I was cleaning up my place, and I just so happened I was doing laundry, and like in my apartment building, the laundry is on the first floor. So I kind of like left the door halfway cracked open, and the music was playing, and he kind of knocked on my door and was like, "Hey, like, you do know you left your door open," kind of. I was like, "Oh, I was carrying laundry. I didn't even think about it, because the door didn't all the way close." So then I was like, "Well, thank you." And he was like, "Yeah, I always see you."
Ooh, okay, smooth operator.
No, he was like, "Yeah, I always see you coming in," but he's like, "Last time I was talking to you, I didn't really catch your name." So I introduced myself or whatever, and then he had gave me his business card. He sold cars. He was a car salesman. He had like his own used dealership or whatever.
He sold you some bullshit too.
Absolutely not. Was not getting no limit. And so he gave me his card, and then he was like, "Yeah, you should hit me up or whatever." I was like, "Okay, I'll text you my info or whatever." So I had texted him my phone number, like, "Hey, this is Sharnee," and whatever. So then he asked me what was I doing later on that evening. And I was like, "Oh, nothing really. It was a chill Saturday." He was like, "You want to go bowling?" I'm like, "Sure."
Okay.
So we had our first date. The first day we kind of had a true interaction.
Oh, that's what's up. I mean, my man he
didn't waste no time.
He said, "I see what I like,
and I'm about to get it."
Absolutely.
Okay, so y'all go bowling. Tell us about that. I was bowling.
Bowling was cool. This one, Lucky Strike in Novi was open, so we went there. And we had a good time. Before we could actually play bowling, we get the lane or whatever, we end up shooting pool because we had to wait. So in the midst of that, we kind of had conversation. So he was like kind of digging in my personal business, like y'all doing right now. So he was asking me questions, asking me where I was from. And it was crazy because I thought he was like from the West Side or somewhere, because he kind of gave me like West Side Detroit vibes.
What's that?
You know, like, if you know, you know.
I don't even know how to explain that.
You know.
Like, yeah. But he was from Flint. So it was like, oh, okay. It was different. Like, I've never dated nobody from Flint. And he was like very respectful. He was telling me about like how he was in school to be an engineer. He was in his last year and things like that. So we kind of hit it off. Conversation was good.
So did he hit you with the move, like got behind you, got real close, like, "Let me show you how to hold your stick"?
Jason, you watch too many movies.
No, he never. No, but guys do that. Yeah, but the crazy part is, we went on that date, and then I didn't hear from him for like a whole week. Like, he kind of like ghosted me.
A week though, that ain't really. I mean, you
they're
say
neighbors.
We're neighbors though.
But I'm saying my dog is in school. He's selling cars. You know, he had a little shit going on.
He could have at least sent a "Hey, I had a good time" text, something.
The text was definitely
something.
Exactly. And I mean, and that was the thing. Like, I had texted him the next day, like, "Thank you for," because we had a good time. Like, I was like, "Thank you for the date. I had a good time."
Who paid for the date?
He did.
My dog. Go ahead.
He was bowling.
And then it was like he went silent. And it just so happened that once again, I was coming in one day from work and I seen him, and then he like, "I want to apologize to you for not responding." He was like, I had.
Oh, he didn't respond to the text?
He didn't respond.
Because you remember she texted him.
Oh,
I would have been at his door.
He didn't respond.
"Hey, neighbor."
So then he started telling him like he wanted to apologize, and then he was like, "Do you got some free time?" He's like, "I just want to get lay everything on the table." I'm like, "Lay what out on the table? We went on one day. Like, what can you possibly say?" Come to find out, he was in a relationship, getting out of a relationship or whatever.
Shit, we all flags that.
Just so happened to, I don't know if she needed somewhere to stay, so she was actually staying over there.
Interesting.
If men don't have nothing, they have the audacity. my God.
So he was like, we're no longer together, but he was like, I feel bad because she's from Flint too, and she moved down here, and when we broke up, she ended up having to stay down here, and she didn't really have nobody, and she was living with a friend, and they got into it, so they put her out. He was like, so she asked me could she stay with me for a week. I was like, so you mean to tell me you couldn't communicate with me for a week because you had this quote unquote ex-girlfriend that you are
breakup sex?
Exactly. No longer talking to. You can't talk to me. And he was like, I know. He's like, I just panicked. I didn't know. I'm sorry, but I do want to take you out again.
Wait, so when he said he wanted to take you out again, was the ex still living there at the time?
No, she had left.
So she really was only there for a week.
She was only there for a week.
See, I fuck with Dog though because
Here we go.
No, he was like, no, I got this woman living with me. I really like this woman, right? But I'm not gonna continue to explore this while I got this woman living with me.
Okay.
Like
no.
y'all can't
you can send a text. You can send a text. She not.
Hey, I got a little situation.
Yeah, she not breathing down your. He definitely could have responded to the text that she.
Yeah, I do feel that. You're right. He definitely should have responded to your text. Okay, you're right. So where do we go from there? Old girls moved out. He done hit you back.
We went on like a few dates, and then it's just crazy because I don't think neither one of us kind of like we didn't really set the expectations. We were just going with the flow, and it just so happened where we ended up
going with the flow.
Put that goddamn flag down.
No, going with the flow is a red flag. Do not.
It was like we just ended up in a relationship, and it was crazy because I was having so much fun because we was traveling. We was he introduced me to fine dining at the time. It was 2015. I think I was in 20 something. I had never been
He took you to Flint. He took you to Flint.
No.
I'm like, was there fine dining in Flint?
I mean, he took me eventually, but ain't nothing up there. But
you ain't gotta tell me.
No,
that's not
that's past.
That's second off.
Oh shit.
They don't even have any restaurants.
Flint.
I think they lavish restaurants like Red Lobster or something.
I don't know the cheddar biscuit.
I like a Red Lobster biscuit and Caesar salad.
So y'all going with the flow. Y'all traveling together, fine dining. I really feel like at some point y'all about to move in together, but I'm gonna let you tell the story.
They already neighbors.
And that's the thing. It kind of turned into that because it was he was always at my place or always at his, and then I started realizing dang, I'm in a relationship. I don't really have no male
give me a flag. Give me a flag. Give me a flag.
I was waiting for Dre to be like, so
because y'all
guys
know
have a conversation.
She already said they didn't. There was no conversation. I am with you. You are with me. Just we together.
Happening. But I did. It was crazy because after I started realizing damn, I'm really in a relationship. It was okay, let's have this conversation. I was so. We never really established what this was.
So how far into it? How far into it?
I think it was probably in the 5th month.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. I thought she was about to say.
So when did the relationship start?
The relationship.
The relationship, because we don't know
when y'all talked about.
I was at his house and he was on the phone with one of his homeboys and he was like,
"It was that infamous
my girl."
Yeah, I'm over here chilling with my girl, and I look like.
Me?
That's how all relationships start.
That's how it is.
So after he got the phone, I was like, dang, I just realized we never really talked about it. And he was like, I know. He's like, but he's like, I mean, it's been cool. You good, right? He was like, do you got a problem with it if I'm calling you my girl? And I was like, no, actually I don't. And
so were you looking for a relationship during
no,
this time?
I wasn't.
Or you just slipped up into one?
I just slipped up into one. And it's crazy because I would have never dated somebody that was that close to me. When I say close, neighbor, he was literally across the hall.
So what made you do it?
So it wasn't no cheating going on.
What made you say I usually wouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it for you?
Misunderstandings.
It was fun.
So you didn't care. You was in bliss.
I was in bliss. I literally was in bliss, and then it turned for the worse.
Okay. I love to hear it. I'm sorry. So what did you think?
Let's take that turn with you.
Yeah.
What happened?
So where's the first turn? What happened that it was like, oh shit, here we go?
The first turn was it was I wanted to say it was his 10-year class reunion, I believe. Yeah, it was 10-year. He was coming up. It was 10-year class reunion. Now, at this time, I had only been to Flint twice. I did meet his mom, but I had never met his sisters because he's the only guy in his family. I did meet his sisters, but when he was going to his class reunion, I was like, oh, so you hanging up there for the whole weekend? He was like, yeah, my cousin coming down. He was like, we gonna probably stay up there, go up there Friday, and I'll be back Sunday. And so in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay. And it just so happened, like, it was Friday morning. I was going to the gym. This is when I was in my workout kit. I was going to the gym, and I literally walked out the house. Now, I was at my apartment, so I walked out my house and got to my car, and then I realized, like, dang, I forgot the little thing that you put on your shoulders. Yeah, but they put your phone in. So I run back in. So he had like this stunned, like this look on my face. He's like, I thought you was going to the gym. I'm like, I am. But the thing is, I was coming in the building. He was opening up his door as if he was waiting for somebody to come out. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to the gym. I'm like, why you pressing me about what time I'm going to the gym? He's like, no, I thought you would have been there by now. So
suspicious
behavior.
My
sisters was like, So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to grab my iPod thing, and then I'm headed to the gym. And so I went in my place and I waited, but I had went out. I closed the door so he couldn't see that I was still in there. So I waited a minute, and then I grabbed my stuff. And so I was like, I'm going to just go outside. So I go outside, and as I'm going outside, he's like coming out of his apartment trying to beat me out the door. So I'm like, why is he running out the door like so fast? I go outside, and it's another girl walking up. And at this time, I've never been in a situation like this. So I reacted very badly.
Ooh. I love a bad reaction. What you do, girl? Did you tell us about it?
I just, it's crazy because I just went completely off, and I just realized that I was swinging on him.
Like, I mean, that's the right person to swing on.
Yeah, but it was crazy. It was so crazy how it happened because, like, we literally were in the parking lot, and I'm like swinging on you, and you trying to grab me, and then all I see is her running.
So
to
what
her
was
car.
what was the dialogue like? What and when you saw her?
You don't even know what's going on. That's my female friend I grew up with. She going to the reunion with us. I said, but you never told me about this friend. I've never heard about her. Never heard her name. Now all of a sudden she coming up to your place, and then the way that you were acting as if you had something to hide. You was pressing me about why I'm going to the gym, and ain't never mentioned, oh yeah, one of my homegirls from school.
And on top of that, like, why would she take off running if y'all just friends?
Exactly. And I was like, I never understood that. And it was like, okay, I see what type of time you on. I was like, you really out here being shiesty.
Right. So you went to the trainer and fucked your.
No, I didn't even go to the gym. I never made it to the gym.
What? She said she got a workout on wailing on his ass.
Yeah. I was just thinking she could have got revenge. Go to the gym. You know, the trainer be touching on y'all.
Oh, you said do a little squat here.
Yeah.
Show me how to build my form.
No, but then after that, it was like he was trying to be apologetic. He never really admitted to the fact that he was on some BS. He was just saying, like, I should have told you she was coming over. Like, he kept that same storyline.
Oh, so she came over. Like, she was coming to chill.
Yeah, she was coming to chill.
Well, she was spending the night because they.
Did she have a bag?
I don't even remember if she had a bag. That was so long ago. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I just remember she was like.
Was she cute?
No, she had like a real big forehead. No, my forehead ain't small.
Come on, like everybody know the prettiest girls got big foreheads.
No, she had big forehead.
You get this from
buck teeth, like her teeth.
Oh yeah, all right, it's over.
And the crazy part, the reason why I knew her teeth was like that, because she was like, she thought I was about to attack her, so she's screaming.
Yeah, what you doing, sis?
All right, so you catch the old girl, you know, you swinging on him. He didn't fight you back, did he?
No.
Okay, you catch the old girl, right? I feel him. Good job, big bro. You catch that going on. So what? I mean, because we all know that ain't the breakup. Come on now,
You stayed after this?
I did.
Why did you?
I told you that.
Why?
Did you not?
Hold
on. I'm sorry.
That was the first little Blue's Clues that she had.
Excuse me for having faith in our guests.
Excuse me.
They let me down every week.
Excuse me, Nita and Sharnee.
Well, at the time, I think
Didn't
it was
I say
like
that?
maybe what? I think
You did say
I was
that.
20 something. So,
Everybody always use that as an excuse. It's always I was young.
but also too, if you had the background of not seeing like what a successful relationship looks like, you kind of just playing it by ear and you just going as you go. Like you learn from your mistakes.
So would you say this was like your first real adult relationship?
Real adult relationship.
But you knew like something. Did you believe him when he said, "Oh, it's just a friend"? Like, did you believe that?
I didn't have no proof.
You wanted to believe it?
I wanted to believe that he was telling me the truth. But I didn't have no physical proof. Like she didn't say nothing, but she just ran. She ran.
I sense danger. I'm getting out of here.
So she didn't say nothing. So it was like, okay, normally in my mind, I'm thinking the chick would probably be like, oh, who this bitch? And she didn't give me any indication that they were messing around.
Because she knew she was probably going to get her ass beat, but.
All right, so where do we go from here? You forgive him. We move on. So where do we go from here? Like, where's the relationship at now? How are you guys interacting right now?
Like currently, or
no.
After the incident.
So wait, was this like the week before the reunion?
No, this was it was that Friday. So he was supposed to have been leaving that Friday evening.
Okay.
And this was like that Friday, like mid-afternoon, like around noonish.
So did he go?
This nigga has some fucking balls.
He could have just waited and told her, meet me in Flint. Like, why would he have to bring her here? He don't even know how to do it correct.
Why would she be here?
First off,
that's why it was so many different.
That bitch wasn't from Flint.
Exactly. That's why.
Now he got me believing the story.
I'm wondering, like, why the fuck do y'all think that she was from Flint?
He did no, she was from Flint, but she literally lived in, I want to say, California. She had flew in.
Oh.
She flew in for the reunion.
Okay.
Yeah. And
we lived downriver, so yeah. And at the time, like, we were living downriver, so the airport is close to where we were staying.
Yeah.
So he was like, she was just getting.
She just couldn't wait to see him at the reunion. We got a
They have
pregame.
somewhere that they can fly in through Flint.
They definitely.
It's a little small airport.
Yeah,
Bishop
International.
Yeah.
But all right, so going back to it.
How do you? He did go to the reunion, right?
So he did go to the reunion because we didn't talk none that weekend. So I knew that he was probably going to.
He for sure had his fun that whole weekend. Exactly. He had a good old time at that reunion.
And then it was so when he came back, I was complete silent. Like I didn't talk to him. I didn't answer his phone calls for like 2 weeks straight. We didn't talk for 2 weeks.
Okay.
After 2 weeks, I'm done.
And it was crazy because like that literally, I would say that 14th day, he was outside my apartment
with a boombox.
Flowers, with flowers and balloons and.
He missed you.
But 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks for him to do this.
He was reaching out to me, but I just wasn't.
Just ignoring him.
Yeah, I was just ignoring him. And I think that was like his grand gesture.
That gotta be so messed up. You can't really ignore him because he's your neighbor.
And that was the thing. I was like,
this is why. Don't sleep.
I'm so petty. I be knocking on the door every day, just knocking, walking past, going by my business. Bet you hear me.
I'll be calling the office like, yes, she playing the music so loud. Can you please send somebody over there? I'm gonna get your attention one way or the other.
Okay.
All right, so he outside with the balloons and the flowers, and you open the door, and what you say?
Why is you doing this and you look stupid?
Self-esteem's on zero.
But it worked.
That didn't necessarily work. It was the conversation. Like I said, he did eventually was like, I should have told you. He was taking accountability at the time. I thought it was full accountability, but
gaslighting. That's probably what it was.
He definitely was gaslighting me for sure. Okay. And at the time, I didn't even know that it was gaslighting. That
just came out like 3 months ago.
It actually didn't, but okay.
Yeah, it's been off for
a very long time.
But you want to talk about it, right? If you want to talk about in the black community, yeah, we just heard about it. But so I eventually did take him back, and then like we were good for like maybe that it was like a year after that. We was good. We had the regular arguments like why you didn't put the toilet seat down type arguments, because eventually we end up moving into one place together.
You guys still stay in the same building?
No, we had moved out. So we both were living in 1-bedroom apartments because it was just each other, but then we ended up moving into a 2-bedroom. And so we would, like I said, we would just have like the basic domestic arguments.
So who name was the apartment in?
I was wondering that
Both
too.
of ours.
Oh, okay. So
It was
both
both of ours. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't.
So nobody can
he was an
put nobody
engineer,
out.
So he wasn't. Yeah, we couldn't put each other out. Yeah.
Forget that.
But he took care of majority of the bills. Like I just got to I just paid the small utilities and I got to keep most of my money myself, so I got to save a lot. So it worked in my favor up until the fact that he cheated again.
Oh,
He cheated again.
Well,
we don't know
about the first time,
he
but
was just on
he
some
did
shady shit.
But this second time, I know for sure. Like I caught him in the act.
at your house?
I was about to say what happened, but shit.
Yes. He literally.
I was rooting for you, bro.
I was going to my mom's house, and I told her that I was gonna stay the night with her.
Anytime you say you leaving out that house, he got something planned for you. Listen. All right, today she's gonna be gone at 7 in action.
And it just so happened that I had my mom, the way our apartment building is set up, it was literally like you can, like her subdivision was like behind it. So
you live close to your mom?
Yeah, I do. I live close to mom. So she would have to.
He was brave.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So she would have to pass our place and she could still see like our apartment windows. And she was like, so when I was going to her house, at this time he was at work. So I knew I had already turned all the lights and stuff off. And so I got to my mom's house before she did. So when she got there, she was like, "Oh, you left the kitchen lights on at your house." She's like, "I just rolled past." I was like, "No, I didn't." She's like, "Yes, you did." Now I'm arguing with my mama, telling her like, "Ma, I know I cut off all my lights." No, I did not. She was like, I don't even want to say his
I'm
name.
the third window, not the second.
Look, is he there?
Yeah, she was like, so then I was like, no, he's supposed to be at work. She's like, "I'm telling you, I've seen lights on." So I call him. And he doesn't answer the phone. So then he sends me a text like, "Yeah, I'm on the phone with my mom. She going through something. I'll call you after I'm done with her." I didn't even say I was going. I didn't say nothing about no lights or nothing. I was like, this is weird because any other time your mom, like if you on the phone with your mom, you going to pick up the phone and tell your mama, "Hold on, Char's on the other line." So I just go back over there and
you went back home?
I went back home.
Oh,
and I go in and he's sitting there with her.
Like
chick.
What were they doing?
She was sitting. No, they wasn't so crazy because they wasn't doing it like they had just got there or something. She was sitting on the couch with a glass of wine.
Oh, he didn't make her
he
comfy.
He put the mood on.
Oh wait,
this man is dangerous.
Listen, and she right around the corner.
Like, is this really happening? Where's Ashton Kutcher? Am I being punked?
So did you react the same way when you had the other run-in, or were you logical this time?
Oh, I was not logical.
Good job.
I wasn't.
In my house? In my shit?
But I made sure I tore up everything that he bought.
Oh, you tore shit up?
I tore shit up. I don't
agree with tearing up shit though.
I don't either.
I mean, in that situation, you're not thinking with your brain. In that situation, you are. Come on now.
The thing is, the person that I am today would have not reacted the way that I did then.
Of course, but we want the back this.
We
want the back this. So come over me and I'm fucking shit up.
So I mean, give us an example. What you ain't got to tell it all.
Listen,
so just give us an example.
This example isn't even relationship related, but I was 9 months pregnant with my son and my ex-husband. I had a doctor's appointment that day, and he said, "You know what? Nothing's really going on." Like, it's like he took the keys and was like, "It's a snowstorm. You don't need to go out in the snowstorm like this. You have an appointment every week. Just go next week. It's really bad." I tore our house up.
Oh my God.
I threw the printer out the window.
Because he was worried about you in a snowstorm?
Yes, I know. I'm healed now. But
who's the psycho?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and listen, it was
in.
even worse because we lived in a house together. Like, I had to buy new dishes. I had to buy the printer because I worked at home. And he was only looking out for my safety. So, yes, I know I've had anger issues. So, in that situation, absolutely. I'm hitting you in the head with a frying pan.
So
absolutely.
You said the police made you go to anger management. So, who caught the police?
We got pulled over. One time we got pulled over, and I just did not agree with us being pulled over. I felt like the police should be doing more important things.
You was angry black woman.
angry black woman, absolutely. And the other time they pulled me over and I just didn't stop. I just kept driving until I felt safe. So they pulled me over and I was driving for about another 30 minutes.
I'm not.
That's a police chase. What are you talking about?
That's what they said.
I'm not pulling over if I do not feel safe. I want to see if some people around. I want to see some black people around. Pull your camera phones out, please.
No,
but this was back in the day. It wasn't camera phones. And looking back on it now, like I just didn't have to. Like how I was back then, it's just like, you know how you slowly get angry. I went from calm to piss the F off and like that. It was no kind of.
That was me. I went from 0 to 100. Like,
so when you say you tore shit up, what did you tear up?
I threw the wine bottle at the TV that he had just bought. It was a really nice TV.
How big? I was gonna say because guys don't play about them TVs, baby.
It was like a 70-inch.
And back in the day, that was top tier.
Right.
So what did the girl do?
So she like, you ain't tell me you had a girl. She going off on him, and I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Wait, so did your house look masculine? Did your home was a home?
No, I
was there no feminine touches in there?
No, there was feminine touches, but the crazy part is that he cleaned that shit up. He removed pictures, like we had pictures. I'm like the pictures is
you
gone.
Getting a kick out of this, huh?
The pictures were gone. Like the Aspen pillows that I put out was gone. Like my toothbrush was gone out of the bathroom.
Wait, so I don't play with stuff like do not touch my personal.
So I got a question
again because that was another thing. Why are you touching my stuff? This is my place just as much as well as yours. Okay, so now you want to touch my stuff? I'm touching your stuff, and I'm.
So wait, I got a question. Before this happened, did you have was there anything that told you he may have been cheating, may have been texting, talking to someone, or were you completely walking in like, we have a great relationship, what are you doing?
The thing was, I guess I wasn't even paying attention, but like thinking back on it, like he had a lot of free time. He had a lot of freedom to do things, and that was because I wasn't paying attention. Because he was paying attention to me. Like I felt like my needs were being met. So my spidey senses or like my intuition wasn't heavy or thick because he was very routinish, but he was slick with it. So like the times where I'm thinking that he's supposed to be doing something else, he was really messing around.
Listen, I always say like, we got 24 hours a day, guys got 50. Like, I don't understand it. Like, how the fuck do y'all got this much time?
Exactly. Like you telling me that you at work and you really not at work.
So,
but you not lacking in paying the bills or giving me the things that I want. So I couldn't tell that he really wasn't at work. Because he was a hustler, so he knew how to make money.
The bills was going to get paid regardless.
The bills was going to get paid regardless. So it was hard for me to see that he was doing something. It was just more so I should have been paying attention to the things that he was saying.
So do you think, I don't know, like Jason, do you feel like, or Drea, do y'all feel like you should be, I don't feel like, you have to be like clocking somebody, like just to like find out they're cheating or doing something.
Yeah, I don't.
It's just like,
baby, I am not Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, I am not. So I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with you not.
Yeah, because I feel like if I have to be that vigilant, something's wrong anyway.
Period.
Yeah.
But
too much.
Let me get that first Blue's Clue, and I might go looking for the others.
So that's what
to complete the puzzle.
That is definitely what initiates the investigation.
So,
guy, but
also like what I tell young men all the time, like from my experience, I'm not that person anymore. But it's important that if you gonna be living that life, you can't set these expectations so high so fast. Like sometimes, bro, she need to call you and you might not be doing shit but sit on the couch. Just don't answer the phone. Because if you start,
why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Because just y'all three women know if this man has answered his phone every time you called him, and now he not answering the phone, you know something wrong.
Something ain't right.
Right. So if you gonna be in that life, young brother.
That's why I never answer my phone.
Where you gonna be philandering? You need to set that expectation up front. Listen, this phone ain't gonna always get answered every time you call, baby. I'm sorry.
I feel like that's very childish, but that's just my.
I said in my former life,
It's strategic.
Like, but who got time to do it?
Exactly. Who got? Okay, I answered
obviously,
the last 4
Mr.
calls.
Flint did. Okay, get off my back.
He had time to do it.
He had your ass. He had your schedule in his phone, and he was like, I'm in 30 minutes right now.
But do you understand how comfortable he had to be cheating to do it
around
around the corner
in the house?
You couldn't.
I could pick out the blinds and see what the fuck you doing.
You could have forgot your bonnet.
Like,
could have forgot your bonnet. I need a charger.
You already forgot your armband.
Exactly.
All right,
he
y'all.
wasn't that smart.
So I don't know this relationship, but I really feel like it's one more chance. Is it one more chance or it's over?
Was
right
it
now?
one more chance?
It seemed like it's one more chance.
Because I feel like she grabbed her stuff. She went to her mama house. He stayed at the crib. 2 weeks later, he was outside the mama house with the boombox.
No, it wasn't 2 weeks later. It was more like 3 months.
But it was one more chance. Wow.
So wait,
where were
during
you
the
living?
separation? Yeah, exactly.
Didn't I just tell you she was with her mama?
I was with my mama.
I hate when
Jason,
you right.
you know too much.
I hate when you right.
First off, Jason been on me since I was a kid.
But I didn't know that though.
Yeah, I'm never gonna tell my business like this, but now it's over. So I've learned, I've grown.
All right, so
Have you?
That's what it's all about.
all right, so we 3 months later, y'all. We 3 months later, he gets one more chance.
And it was I went to therapy.
You went to therapy?
No,
He went to
no.
therapy.
He said he went to see the lady. He talked to the lady.
I've been to therapy. He was like, I know I got issues. Like I was dealing with mommy issues, and I haven't really been respecting women like I should.
And your mama was
I
like,
wanna
"Girl,
get
don't go your
married."
ass back over there."
He hit you with the Mary. That's what it was. She was like,
Did he really go to therapy though, or was
That's
this
what
more
I'm
gaslighting? Like
No,
what?
he actually did go to therapy, but I don't think he went for the right reasons.
Okay.
I don't think he really.
paper trail.
Yeah, I think
I was there.
I think he did the therapy thing just to get FMLA and get out of work.
He worked at Chrysler.
He used to work at.
Can
Ford.
y'all please?
Oh,
stop
because
putting
I'm just
Chrysler
saying,
on?
we know that's what them
Yeah.
at the plants. That's
It's
what
the
they do.
UAW people, them plant people.
They gonna
yeah.
get FMLA by any
Not only
means necessary.
UAW people, all people.
All right, so three months later, you done took him back. Where y'all at now? Did you move back in?
No, I didn't move back in. I ended up getting my own place.
Okay.
And I told him that I wasn't doing it without a real commitment. Like, I'm not about to be playing these games with you. I need to see that you are for real.
I feel
And-
that. Okay.
So then he proposed.
Ooh.
So
Okay,
you
so-
weren't seeing anybody during this 3 months? No?
Nope.
So
Were you
we.
celibate?
Abstinent?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
You was double backing.
No, I had a friend. A little friend.
You were to see a man about a dog a couple
Yeah,
times.
went to see a man about a dog.
All right, so we started this thing in 2015. What year are we now with the proposal? What year are we in?
We were in year 17.
Oh,
Okay.
that's kind of.
Okay. So how did that go? So he first, how was the proposal? Like,
Basic as fuck.
What's basic? I mean, basic. I'm a simple chick, so like.
Did you ever see me post this?
I did not.
Exactly.
Wait, so when he proposed, y'all were not in a relationship? This was just his, I'm trying to get you back?
Basically, yeah.
Was it a ring?
Yeah, it was a ring.
It was a ring.
So like, was it a dinner or like like what was the gesture?
It was crazy because like, so how he did it was.
This is not that kind of story.
She said it was basic. Okay.
It was very basic. How he did it was we were sitting on the couch watching TV and he was like, I got you a present. And I was like, what? And it was just a random ass day. Like, it wasn't nothing special. He's like, it's just cuz. He was like, I just need you to really listen to what I gotta say. And I just want to have a heart to heart before I give you this present.
That sounds sweet.
No.
So here's the thing. At the time when it happened, like, of course, now you're going to be like, yeah, that was some BS.
Yeah.
But at the time when it happened, how did you feel?
I was confused. I was like, what?
She said it's a regular day. What the fuck you talking about?
I was lost. Like, I'm like, what? And then it was like, he was like, I just want you to know that I do want to be with you for the rest of my life. I see you being my wife, and I just hope that you will see me being your husband. I was like, what? I was sitting like, what? And he was like, I want us to get married.
Did he get on a knee?
No.
He was like,
No.
Take this ring, and that's the...
Nigga leaned over like,
right.
I was like,
Okay.
I was like,
that's so sweet.
The ring was really nice. It was really pretty. I kept it.
You still got it?
No, I sold it.
Oh,
but
shit.
I kept it.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I'm keeping the ring for sentiment. I was like,
So,
no.
but did you say yes at the time?
I did, and I honestly, I'll be
You wanted to, right?
I did want to say yes. I really believed at the time that he was going to be a different person, but ultimately too, I'm gonna be honest, that ring was so nice. I was like, I can't say no. I want to say no.
She
to
was like,
this ring.
bling, bling.
I was being like, that was the shallow part of me. Like, I'm like, ooh, this nice. Like, and then also too was that idea of like, oh, I'm gonna be married. Like, I looked at that as like, not realizing that was really the beginning, but I was looking at it like it's the end goal. Like, oh, I made it.
So going from not in a relationship to married, like that wasn't a red flag for you? That wasn't weird?
It was engaged. We didn't make it to marriage.
So, but y'all weren't in a relationship, right?
No, we was not.
And you didn't feel like you guys were in a place to even have that type of commitment?
No, but at the time, like I said, I didn't realize what I was doing because I was just so focused.
You was blinded by the ring.
The ring and the fact of like, oh, this... Like, oh,
the title,
he
all
loves
that
me.
stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to be a wife. It was the hype behind it.
Yeah.
I was so stuck in that. And then I realized, and it's crazy because after I said yes, I'm the one that called it off. Because I'm like,
as you should, because you should have said no.
I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like,
the answer should have been
when he
leaned
over and was like, what's up?
Yeah, I'm like, this is not how I see my life going. Like, I'm not happy. The sex got bad. And like we just wasn't connecting no more. And I feel like it was forced. And I was like, and I told him like, I don't want you to resent me and I don't want to resent you. So we don't.
So how long was this? Like from when you said yes to when you realized this is not what I need to do?
Oh, it was probably like 6 months.
So y'all were engaged for 6 months?
Mm-hmm.
Was there any planning of a wedding going on?
Nope. No, I didn't set no date. And that's the thing.
So that was just a trap.
It was
like practice. It was just practice.
Yeah. I knew that. So, like, after he did it the next day, I kind of knew that it wasn't going to be, because when I told my mom, she was like, she's like, I think you need to think this through and don't tell nobody.
Your mama didn't want you looking
Take your L's in private.
Take your L's in private.
Take this L in private, sis. And I listened to her. I didn't tell nobody for a very long time.
So I feel like we missing something, because I don't think we go from
broke up to engaged.
No, not even that. I don't think we go from engaged to nothing. Let's not get engaged. I feel like it had to be a catalyst for you ending the engagement. Like, so nothing happened. Like, there was no third incident. You was like, I'm over this.
No, I just didn't feel it no more. So
y'all was just existing.
We were literally. That's exactly what it is. We were literally existing, and it was like he was trying, and I was like, like I had got turned off by him. I was not feeling him. I even got to a point where I was just telling myself, like, I feel like I'm settling. Like, I started to wake up.
So were you never over the last incident, or were there other things that were happening?
It was more, I wouldn't say, I didn't get over it. I know for a fact I didn't.
That's a lot to get over.
Yeah, because I was actually bringing it. Every time we had an argument, that was my
PTSD.
ammo. That was my ammo. I was bringing it up. But for me, it was more so like, okay, I'm not happy, and you not making me happy. But then again, at the same time,
isn't oneself.
Exactly, and I'm telling you this as like at 25, like I didn't understand that. So it was like I'm sitting here putting myself in a situation that does not bring me happiness, and then he can see it, and then now he's questioning me as if I'm doing something, and now he has these insecurities that causes these arguments.
So he's insecure, and he's like, you ain't happy because you out here doing this, or you looking for something else. So
exactly.
He's manipulating you.
I mean, he's manipulating her, but you have to keep in mind, she said yes. So if she says yes, how is he supposed to know, oh, I'm doing something wrong?
Because he knew that shit wasn't right from the get-go.
But when you say yes, I will marry you, you are waiving your rights. Like, you can't say yes, I will marry you, and come back 2 weeks later, you don't make me happy. I didn't make you happy 2 weeks ago, but you said yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if you telling me yes, in my mind, like everything is erased. Like
we ain't gonna change shit.
Right.
What color wedding? Like, what we doing here?
He wasn't doing all of that though.
He said it like, you know, he brought it up about like us planning a date, and he was like, so what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't even know if I want a wedding. I was like, I need to figure that part out.
So you
were stalling?
I was stalling.
You were stalling.
I was stalling.
So when you told him that,
and the thing is, I didn't even know how to say no. Like being with somebody, like being with him, and it's crazy because like we were together for like 3 years, almost 3.5 years, but it was like.
Do you feel like that deserves a lifetime commitment?
No, I don't now, but then, yeah.
You was just more eager of the title, like the lifestyle.
And the ring. Don't forget the ring.
Don't forget that ring.
I'm so sorry. The ring firstly.
So what do you think you got out of this relationship? Like where do you think you started at and you are now because of this relationship?
I've really learned like self-love for sure.
Good job.
Also to like, I don't want just love. I want loyalty over love. Like to have a successful relationship now, you really gotta have the balance of having logic and emotion. Like they have to balance each other out. Because if they don't, the relationship is really gonna fail.
You is smart, girl.
She learned from this relationship, and I love that.
And she was young and learned.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like it took me. I'm gonna say like it took me some trial and error. Like I went through the little hoe phase. I went through.
Love a good hoe phase.
We're not gonna talk about the hoe phase.
Subject, baby.
I went through the little hoe phase.
Best time of my life.
But it was more so like I just really started living for me and not being afraid to do things because of how it might make somebody else feel.
Yeah.
So when I started realizing like the importance of what I wanted and what was my self-happiness, it started to make me think and see relationships in a different way. So
where are you at now, like relationship wise, and where do you want to go with Sharnee?
Because I took such a long time. I was single, like from that relationship, I was single for a very long time until the person that I'm with now. And this person.
So you are in a relationship now.
I'm in a relationship now, and this is my dog. Like he is like my best friend. Now, granted, it is fresh, it's new, it's not even a whole year yet, but we have such a good, like we communicate very well. We have like, I think we did things different. We set the intentions of our relationship.
So there was no going with the flow.
It was no going with the flow. It was. This is where I'm at. This is what I want. How do we mesh together? We ask those uncomfortable conversations. Like you know how some people on first dates, they don't really want to. Oh, I don't want to bring up finances. That's a touchy subject. No, we talking about all of that.
Hot.
That's what's up. Well, we are elated to hear that you grew from that and you in a better, happy place right now.
Love to hear it.
We love it. We love it because people think that we're here to be messy, but no, that's not why we're here.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that's the fun part. That's the fun part. But we definitely want to see growth and we want to see people building themselves up. You know, we don't want all this mess that's going on in our community right now because shit is whack, to be honest with you.
And
it's
everyone
whack.
loves companionship and having a good partner.
You know I love companionship. That's my shit. That's my shit. All right, well, I want to thank Sharnee for coming out with us. You was a great guest. I really enjoyed the conversation. Thank you for being with us. From Text with My Ex, we bid you adieu with my host to the right, Drea.
Bye, guys.
My host to the left, Nita.
Bye. Peace out.
And I'm J Rock, the devil on your shoulder. Peace.